From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your evening update. Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Hey folks, good evening. Hope you've enjoyed your day so far. Cooling off big time tonight, back down to the 20s and 30s, widespread across the area. That's not even to mention the upper elevations, where we're getting back to the teens and maybe even single digits, right? So definitely a cold one here for tonight. Maybe a few showers still trickling in here from the northwest, right? We've been talking about that. Not necessarily a huge deal, but still, they are definitely there. By the way, still want to mention this winter storm warning in effect for western Siskiyou County. This goes until Monday night at 10. It's no surprise that's issued when we take a look at the future cast. So over the next few hours, this is what I'm talking about, right? You see those few scattered showers across the area. Not a huge deal, right? But as we get through tomorrow, I think they might pick up a little bit. So I do think we might see a few locally heavier areas of rain moving in. We're not seeing rain everywhere all at once, but still, we'll have to factor that into our Sunday plans. And then you notice these snow levels are starting to drop as we head through tomorrow, as we get some colder air in. And this is why there's that winter storm warning in western Siskiyou County, because we start to see this funneling of moisture into here through tomorrow night and into Monday morning. So we're probably going to see some pretty decent accumulations here in those upper elevations here, especially as we head near Etna, maybe those mountains surrounding. So we might see 5, 6, 7 inches, maybe even higher locally at times here. No surprise there. And of course, even through the second half of Monday, still we're seeing that funneling of moisture right here into western Siskiyou County. But for the rest of us, notice you just see some isolated stuff, right? It's not going to be a huge deal as far as the rain is concerned and the flurries are concerned, say to the valley, out towards the eastern mountains. Maybe a few flurries out there in Modoc County, but you know, the rest of us don't have huge issues. But western Siskiyou County could get a little onerous out there, so we'll have to keep an eye on that over the next 48 hours. Now, I think the bigger, more widespread stuff that we've been talking about, that comes in as we head through the next several days, especially as we head through Tuesday and into Wednesday. This is the first signs of that system creeping into the North State. We still have high pressure off to the southeast, so it's kind of limiting its eastward extent, but still, this is where we're probably going to end up accumulating quite a few inches of rain up there in the northwestern portions of the North State. Then as we head towards the end of the week, round 2 comes on in. Swings into the valley, swings probably as far east as the eastern mountains. So we'll watch that. I think this is definitely our better, more widespread rain chance as far as eastern mountains, Modoc County, you know, Chico down here to the southern portion of the valley. That's towards the end of the week. So current indications are that that might make it far east as the high pressure to the southeast starts to fade off, but you know what, we'll get there when we get there. In the meantime, we've got a few more systems to deal with, right? Through this weekend, we have that kind of lighter system. Through Wednesday, we got to deal with that too, but yeah, I definitely think it's staying unsettled. So let's take a look at the futurecast rainfall totals, right? This is accumulating through the week. Notice as we head through this weekend, starting Monday, we've already picked up 1.5 inches of rain up here in Del Norte County, maybe even a couple inches locally. Most of Humboldt County, 1/2 inch to 1 inch. Western Siskiyou County, it's the same story for the lower elevations. But notice everywhere else, really not a whole lot to talk about there in terms of accumulation. Just sprinkles is what the rest of us will see. Now, as we head through the work week, so through Wednesday, there's round 1. You see it adds an additional few inches of rain up here in Del Norte County. Most, if not all of Humboldt County have 1 inch, 2 inches of rain. Same for west of Etna. You're probably going to have 1 inch there and then a couple inches out towards the western portion of the county. Maybe 1 inch in Trinity County, but even still, through this first portion of the week, not seeing a lot of accumulations out towards the valley. It's that second system that starts to make it a little further east out there, and you start to see a few more areas further east of the valley, including Redding, out towards the eastern mountains, maybe the 70 corridor down there, adding some accumulations to the board. And by the way, check it out up here in Del Norte County. We're talking 5, 6 inches of rain overall through the next 7 to 8 days. So yeah, definitely unsettled. That much is for sure over especially Wednesday and Friday, right? Those are the 2 key days here across the area. So let's take a look, wrap that up in the 7-day. Of course, along the coast, widespread showers for the next 5 to 7 days, right? That's where we have the highest rain chances in Del Norte County, Humboldt County, the usual suspects, as I've been calling them. Head a little further inland. You're not further inland enough to get out of those showers. That much is for sure. But temperatures do get back to the mid-60s by the time we're heading through Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Out here in Trinity County, it's the same situation. Snow levels dropping to 3,000 to 3,500 feet as we head through Monday. And again, that's why we have that winter storm warning in western Siskiyou County until Monday evening at 10 o'clock. Speaking of Siskiyou County, hopping over to Mount Shasta City, to be exact, same situation, right? We're probably going to see a few of those areas here with snow levels 3,500 feet or so, and that's probably going to stick till about Thursday, by the way, and then that next system comes in on Friday. But the temperatures do warm up just a little bit by that time frame, so they might elevate just a little bit more. Modoc County, out towards the eastern mountains, you can really see as you head further east, those rain chances kind of taper off, and it becomes a little more isolated, right? So that's a consequence of being further east and higher and drier elevations out there. Temperatures recovering, though, back through Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from the 30s up to the 40s out there in Modoc County. Redding, good cross-section here. We have a chance in the northern portions of the valley here of a shower or two this evening and into the early hours tomorrow morning. Would not shock me at all if some of those made it that far east. But Tuesday, you know, I really don't know if it's going to make it that far east as some of those showers just meander. But Wednesday and Friday, those 2 days, as you saw in the future cast just a few moments ago, those are whenever the systems of more notoriety start to creep eastward. So we could see some showers on both of those days, easily making it into the valley. And temperatures return back to the 60s in that same time frame.